career highlight victory.
Right uppercut that buckled the knee.
Top contender Neiman Gracie
Wins again.
puts his legendary name back on the line in a showdown with Logan "Storm" Storley.
Beautiful job by Logan Storley.
The man who pushed welterweight champ Yaroslav Amosov to the brink.
Could he finish it right here, right now?
Who will submit?
It is all over.
Who will survive?
And that's it.
Bellator MMA, Gracie versus Storley, Saturday, February 19th, live on Showtime.
Jack, we got another can't-miss offer from our good friends at DraftKings Sportsbook. DraftKings is giving all new players a deposit bonus, up to $1,000 in site credits with their first deposit. We had some big trades in the NBA at the deadline. You can place a bet on the new-look Sixers or Nets to win the Eastern Conference. I think they both have a shot.
Futures aren't the only type of bets you can place. DraftKings Sportsbook has same-game parlays, player props, live betting, and so much more. DraftKings is one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps. They make it easy to deposit and withdraw your money at your convenience.
Even if Sportsbook is not yet available in your state, you can still win big on the DraftKings Fantasy app. They're offering millions of dollars in total prizes every week.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code SMOKE when you sign up. New players will get a deposit bonus up to $1,000 in site credits with their first deposit. That's promo code SMOKE at DraftKings Sportsbook. Sign up today.
We got our Smoke 22 line for y'all. New sweatshirts, raincoats.
All that. Snapbacks.
Give it to them. The maroon college boy.
You know what I'm talking
Even
about?
if you didn't go to college, you can still wear this shit right
Like
here.
me, I'd wear it.
Yep, definitely.
Varsity jackets.
Tie-dyes,
Crew neck sweaters.
Army. I mean, it's all here, man. Make sure you check it out at allthesmoke.store. That's allthesmoke.store.
Tell them we sent you.
Let's draft our own teams, Jack.
Bet. Hey, hold on. Who's controlling it? Come on, bro.
I'm reading.
He got a GM on the side over there helping you out, bro. Stop. I knew that. That's where I was going, dog.
Go Bear, please.
Big diplomat, boy. I tell you.
Can't win with him. Can't lose with him.
I saw him throwing the sign language over there on the screen. I'm like, why is the mouse moving?
Why is the mouse moving? What's burning? All-Star Edition. Jack, man, it's a fun-packed couple weeks right now because it's the Super Bowl, then we got All-Star, but man, we talking about the NBA today, so let's get right to it. All-Star teams were selected by LeBron and KD. Let's take a look at these teams. First for Team LeBron, the starters, Giannis, Steph, DeMar, the Joker. Mm-hmm. The reserves are, he picked Luka, Darius Garland, CP, Jimmy Butler, Donovan Mitchell, Fred VanVleet, and the last pick in the draft, James Harden. Let's talk about that team real quick. First of all, let's talk about how they did him on TNT the other day.
Oh, yeah, James, the last. I mean, it is funny because this is the second time he's been in that situation like we was talking about earlier. You know what I'm saying? You quit on your team.
Twice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, faking the injury and all that. Like, there's nobody in the history of the NBA or was around basketball because I ever faked an injury. You know what I'm saying? We played with injuries, you know what I mean? And at the same time, the position he's in where he's, he getting one of the biggest contracts and guys are relying on him to be a big star, a big part of the team. You got to be there every day, bro. You can't be inconsistent like that. You know what I'm saying? And this is the second team that's dealt with that. You know what I mean? And I just, I wish him the best because I'm still a fan. He's a great scorer. But that jacket on your back is not a good one. You know what I'm saying? Going on the third time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for, obviously, we're all for player empowerment. But I just feel like, he wanted to leave. And again, we're all for player empowerment. But the way you go about it, you know what I mean? If you think of, because he's one of the greatest scorers this game's ever seen. You think about anyone else, you think about an Allen Iverson, you think about Kobe Bryant, you think about a Kevin Durant, you think about a Steph Curry. None of these guys, if they're in that situation, played out. We've seen KD leave, we've seen LeBron leave, but these motherfuckers are busting their ass every single night on the court until that happened. Right. I thought, I was looking at the clip, they threw him under the bus, ran it over, then backed him up. But then I'm thinking, you put that on yourself, bro. You know what I mean? Because you've quit on your last two teams. But with that said, we wish him well in Philly, and we'll get to that later. So thoughts on LeBron's team?
He got a solid team, man. I just think, he got a few players that can just pull that out for themselves. You got the dynamic of Steph and Giannis and Braun. You know what I mean? I mean, that's enough right there because if the game is just having fun in the first 2-3 and the fourth quarter, You got those three guys, all three of these guys could take over. One the most dominant in the game, one the best, excuse me, I ain't gonna say the most dominant ever, but the most dominant player we've seen right now, Giannis, the best shooter ever in Steph, and LeBron is one of the best of all time. So them three in the fourth quarter on that team, shit, LeBron did a great job with his draft.
And you forgot, I mean, the mid-range assassin, DeMar was having a great year, and then last year's MVP, Joker. I mean, all them dudes could do whatever they want out there.
Luka.
So coming off the bench with Luka. CP always busts his ass and play in All-Star games, so it'll be interesting.
Right.
Team Durant, starting with Embiid, Morant, Tatum, Trae Young, and Wiggins as starters because we know KD is out. Let's talk about his reserves. Booker, love it. Towns, Levine, Murray, first-time All-Star. Middleton, LaMelo Ball, first-time All-Star. And that size in the middle, KD said he needed, in Rudy Gobert.
Pause. I like this team because it's young. You know what I mean? He has a young, athletic team. These guys this is gonna be the fun team to watch.
Yep.
You got LaMelo. You know what I'm saying? You got Murray, you got Levine, you got Towns. Then you got the starters with Tatum. You got John Morant. This is gonna be his coming out party. You know how Kyrie was when he had his MVP at the All-Star game. I think John Morant gonna come out with that type of attitude. So that team is gonna be exciting to see, and they can get out. With the youth and the athleticism they have, they can blow the East out if they get out to a good start. Early
with that young team. So, with that said, who's got the better team?
With that said, with me, I'm going with the veterans, the more solid team. I'm going with LeBron. I mean, you just think, like I said, you go with that lineup in the fourth quarter with Steph at the point, DeMar at the 2, Braun at the 3, Giannis at the 4, and Jokic at the 5. I think that team can beat anybody in the fourth quarter. So I think I'm gonna go with that.
Man, I mean, I want to go with that team too, but since you're going with them, I got to go. Okay, I'm gonna go with the other team.
Mm-hmm. Who you going in the fourth quarter? Last 2 minutes.
My fourth quarter lineup is Booker, Morant, Tatum, Embiid, and someone who's gonna get me a bucket, Middleton, and play some defense.
You ain't big enough. No pause.
What you mean we're not big enough?
Big enough pause.
Well, for what?
Giannis, Braun, and Jokic. What you doing? Where you going? You got Embiid.
Y'all gonna post up?
We gonna all boards. We just dropping it in the paint.
But are they gonna really go for the boards though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll coach your team then.
Last 2 minutes, it's winning time.
Well, we see what they got. Let's draft our own teams, Jack.
Bet.
First pick, how we gonna do a rock, paper, scissors?
Yep.
See ya. First pick in the draft. So KD is out, right? So we can't pick KD.
All right.
My first pick in the All-Star draft is gonna be, just because I know he's gonna play his ass off, John Morant.
All right. My first pick is Braun.
My second pick is Steph.
My second pick is...
Do we need a shot clock? It's crazy.
Right? It's just hard. Okay, I'm sorry. My second pick is Embiid.
Oh, good pick. But I'm glad you didn't take the Greek Freak. That's my third pick.
My third pick is Jason Tatum.
Oh, that was my next pick. Good call. I'm going to go the Joker. You got Embiid. I need a big body out there.
My fourth pick, Luka Doncic.
Oh, good call. So I got Ja, Steph. I'm small there, but then I got the Greek and the Joker. Who's playing in the middle of that? Give me, just off the way he's playing right now, give me Book. That's my starting 5.
To finish off my starting 5, I'm going Jimmy Butler.
Ooh, okay, some defense. Hey, that's some shit right there. Morant, Steph, Greek Freak, Joker, Book. You got Braun, Embiid, Tatum, Luka, and Jimmy Butler. Reserves. Let me go with LaMelo.
Good pick. I got to counter that with Trae Young.
Give me Darius Garland. I'm on that youth movement right now.
At this point, I think I have to go with him. I don't know why he's still around. I'm going to go with DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, good call. Let me go with my UCLA brother, Zach LaVine.
With my pick, I'm going Karl Anthony Towns.
I like that. I want to get CP, but I'm already kind of small, so I got to get somebody big. Damn, Cat was a good pick. Yeah, mess. I'm just gonna have to go get some. What KD say? I need some.
Hey,
pause.
hold on. Who's controlling it? Come on, bro.
I'm reading
he
each
got a
line,
GM,
so I'm gonna get there.
But you got your GM on the side over there helping you
Nah.
out, bro. Stop. I knew that. That's where I was going, dog.
Go Bear, please.
Big diplomat, boy. I tell you.
Can't win with him. Can't live with
I
him.
saw him throwing the sign language over there on the screen. I'm like, why is the mouse moving?
Why is the mouse moving?
All right, with my next pick, I'm gonna go with Chris Middleton.
Mm-hmm. So who's left? We have I'm gonna go with James Harden because he's healthy now, right?
All right, yeah, give him James Harden. I'm gonna go with the young boy,
Who?
Dejounte Murray.
I like that. CP. My bad, CP. I don't mean to pick you this late, bro, but I know you were worried about winning instead of this bullshit.
Give me Wiggy, Andrew Wiggins.
So yeah, I'm gonna take with my last pick. I'm gonna take my light-skinned brother, Fred.
And that leaves me with Spider-Man, Donovan Mitchell.
Imagine him being the last pick.
I know, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I want you to give me your starting five and your two subs. So give me
My first 7?
your 8 rotations. Give me an 8 rotation.
You want to give me my 8-man rotation?
8-man rotation.
So my starting point guard is Ja. My 2 is Steph. My 3 is Booker. Greek Freak is my 4, and Joker is my 5.
Okay.
Off the bench, I'm going with LaMelo,
He's first off the bench. Okay.
Garland.
Okay.
I ain't got no size. Fuck.
Melo and Garland is in your rotation. Okay.
And CP.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We little,
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to play defense against
Y'all
us.
gonna be playing zone. I'm starting with Luke at the point, Jimmy Butler at the 2 to guard, the shooting guard, Tatum at the 3, Braun at the 4, and Embiid at the 5.
Okay.
My rotation is going
the bench.
Yep, it's gonna be Towns, Trae Young, and DeRozan.
So it's going to be an interesting debate. Y'all tell us who you think has a better lineup. Yeah, we're going to have to see about
That
that
was
one.
dope. Good job, bro.
So, Jack, we got a couple first-timers, well-deserving young players who are making their first-time All-Star appearance. LaMelo Ball, Ja Morant, DeJounte Murray, and Andrew Wiggins. Who are you most excited to see, or whatever you want to say about any of them?
Yeah, I just think it's two that I'm really excited to see and happy to get an opportunity. 2 that I've spoken to a couple times. Ja Morant, Dejounte Murray. 2 solid young brothers, man. They play the game hard. They love the game hard. They both deserve to be here, man. So I want to see what they're going to do their first times in All-Star games. Dejounte Murray had, I think, like 50-something points in that Jamal Crawford game.
Remember that?
Yeah, he went crazy. So
He
these type
was
of
only
games.
17 when that shit happened.
Yeah.
I was there. I was like, yo, who is this young motherfucker who's killing?
So he come
now
up
he's
in-
averaging 19, 9, and 9 in the NBA.
He comes up in that style of play,
Oof.
you know what I mean? So it'll be good to see what he's going to do.
Killer. Definitely happy. I'm happy for all these guys, first and foremost. I just think LaMelo's a superstar. Big fan of him. I love just the energy he's brought to Charlotte and to the game. Morant, huge fan of Morant. I mean, he's a dog, a superstar that plays balls to the wall every night. I'm probably happiest for Andrew Wiggins because former number 1 pick has kind of had a solid career, but just a bumpy road living up to the expectation of a number 1 pick. And I was someone who didn't really think he fit initially in Golden State, but then when I thought the culture that's going to be around him, inform him, and have him believe the best of him, and to make him the best player he could be mentally, it all made sense. So for him to finally be an all-star on that team, he's going to be a big part of them in the playoffs. So really happy for Andrew Wiggins. Next up, dunk contest. A lot of young legs. Obi Toppin from the Knicks. Jalen Green from the Rockets, Cole Anthony from the Magic, Juan Toscano Anderson from the Warriors. Who you liking?
I seen Cole Anthony do some shit because I know him, Oak Hill graduate. I seen him in the AI game, around the time. I seen him do some shit.
Was he like 6'3"?
Yeah, 6'4", 6'3", somewhere around there. And, he come from NBA stock with his pops. But Jalen Green is a different type of trampoline. Bars. I just don't see nobody beating him, bro. I've been seeing videos of this kid do dunks in games that I couldn't do on arcade games. You dig? So I think he's going to pull it off.
Agree. I agree. I think Jalen Green is the one for me. Who would be your sleeper? If we both have Jalen, who's your sleeper?
I think my sleeper is Juan Takano Anderson.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people don't even know about him. You got to know the Warriors and know basketball to really know this kid because he plays well for them, has been playing well for them. You got to really watch the Warriors to see his athleticism. So,
I like Topham. He's doing underneath East Bay Funk dunks in the game, which is dope. But I think I'm gonna take Cole Anthony. It looks so impressive because he's a little bit smaller, but he be really getting up and doing some shit.
Yeah,
so.
he be doing some shit.
Next up, the 3-point contest. We got Fred VanVleet, Desmond Bain, Luke Kennard, Zach LaVine, CJ McCollum, Patty Mills, Karl Anthony Towns, Trae Young. I think I already know who you got, but who you got? Give me your top three.
My top three is VanVleet, Patty Mills, and Trae Young.
That's hard to beat.
And the winner that I have winning is Patty Mills.
Okay.
Watch.
I'm going to throw a wrench in there and throw Luke Kennard in there. Lefty, playing really confident with the Clippers. I feel Trae Young will win too, but my sleeper is going to be Luke Kennard. Next up, On the Radar, presented to you by DraftKings. Jack, the trade deadline came and went. A lot of activity. Some big names moved. Let's look at odds on of winning it post All-Star. Now that these moves have been made, people can obviously still be in the buyout market, but the trade deadline is up. So new odds are Nets are favored plus 370. So Warriors and Suns are same odds, plus 425. Bucks, Sixers, same thing at plus 700. And the dark horse, the Los Angeles Lakers at plus 2,500. You were someone that still believes strongly in the Lakers, and I'm not mad at that. So do you see a Lakers Nets finals?
I still do. I'm not one of those people that get into the moment of things. Experience is the best teacher, and I know what rosters that both of these teams have, and I know how they can be put together in time for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? With health on each team's side. You know what I'm saying? With the Lakers and with the Nets. With the Nets adding Drummond and Ben Simmons, dog, people are really sleeping on that.
Seth Curry too.
Really sleeping on that because those two guys that play hard and really love the game, and sometimes playing hard and respecting the game helps your team more than somebody with all the talent in the world. Trust me, you'll see.
I'm really confident in the Nets. I think they won the trade. I think the depth they added is really going to help them. I feel more confident them winning the East than I do the Lakers winning the West. I still would love to see the Lakers pull it off, but I just feel like Golden State and Phoenix are going to be too much. I feel like Golden State or Phoenix is going to be who's coming out of the West, and if both teams are healthy, I'm taking Golden State coming out the West. So I would see a Nets Warriors, and you got Nets Lakers.
Yes.
But I'll be happy with any of them. So. Yep. Throw Milwaukee in that bitch too. I like them. Throw Philly in it. I like them. So we'll see. Here's a short teaser of a very young, talented, our brother stopped by the show, Corday.
Bird's eye view.
And stores now. Online now. People ain't even in stores no more, right?
No,
it's
not
online.
at all.
We old. I'm talking like we about to go to
Tap the button now.
Best Buy to go get some CDs. Check this teaser out.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest artists of all time. Just like, matter of fact, funny enough, man, I met Ye just a couple days ago. I met him a couple times before, but it was just on some dapping up, moving shit. But I actually like got to meet him and have like a light conversation with him the day my album dropped. So the night that my album dropped, shout out Dave Chappelle. We put up on Ye Compound, and Dave Chappelle actually he introduced me to Ye, and we got to have just small conversation. I got to play him some music. He played me some unreleased music, and it was just like I got to tell him like, yo, nigga, like you probably like I know you hear this shit from everybody, nigga, but nah, I ain't even finna leave this motherfucker, and just cause how I used to be, like when I'm around like people I idolize. When I first met him, I try to just be not too cool for school, but try not to be like super fanned out, cause you know. We are still peers. These are my idols at the end of the day.
Right.
But I never wanted to be, like I said, I'm from Maryland. So the way we look at it, like, man, you on dick too much. You know what I'm saying? Like where I come from is like, nah, don't ever be on dick or don't be too cool. So I'm meeting like people that I idolize. I never asked for no pic. I never pull the phone out, dap them up. It's love. We have a dope convo. It's always like mutual respect. But I was just like, man, like when I start meeting like certain idols, I just gotta tell them what they mean to me.
Exactly.
Because like you just never. And honestly, Kobe, when Kobe passed, you know, because I got to meet Kobe a couple times, and it sucked that I never got to tell him like really what he meant to me.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like how big. I used to play 2K and just try to score 80 points in 5-minute quarters with this nigga. Like when I'm bored, that's literally what I would do. Just like just play with Kobe, try to score 80 points in 5-minute quarters with him. And I say that to say I got to tell Ye like, yo, like you are my biggest influence. And I say that. I said whenever I'm in an interview or whenever I'm talking, I was like, I tell niggas like, yo, Kanye West is like my biggest influence. He's like, yep, you better say that shit. He was like, yeah, you better tell him that shit.
That's dope.
But I say that to say, when I meet these, you just got to give people their flowers,
Got
man.
to, bro.
Honestly,
Yeah, we big on that.
for real.
All right, Jack, closing thoughts. Obviously, the biggest trade of the trade deadline was the Harden for Simmons. Those players alone, who will have a bigger impact on their team?
Ben Simmons by far. He's dying to get back on the court. He's dying to be in a position where he can play. He ain't going far. He's going right up the street in Brooklyn with an hour or two ride from Philly. It's going to be great for him, dog. He's going to be with guys that's going to embrace him. He's going to be in a position where he can push the ball and play on the ball and also do what he do best, rebound, play defense, and make plays with great scores. Like I said earlier, having a guy that's just as talented as Ben Simmons that play hard all the time is always better than a star with all the talent in the world that don't give 110% every time.
I agree, but James wants to play now. Like, he wants to play with
Offense.
So we know what he's capable of when he wants to play. So that's why I'm going to say there. But I think this is a really good situation. Like, people have forgot how good Ben Simmons is. You can say what he want about his. That's a hell of a first team, all defense, all-star of a player. And like you said, young and he plays hard. I love that shit. You can say what you want about James Harden and his antics, but when that motherfucker wants to play, he's a killer. So just that, to me, that is the best two-man duo in the game. Embiid and Harden, both healthy, both wanting to play. Man, Philly is going to be scary too, but I really think both these guys are really going to impact their team in a beneficial way. You can catch What's Burning every week on Showtime Basketball YouTube.
And on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, it's Show Basketball.
We'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
It is just as simple as someone being able to see it, to see that it's possible.
This is a story of hope.
Okay, I see you, baby boss.
How do I look?
Like a badass captain who knows what's up.
Black culture is still relevant, and now we can show people something from this lens.